Welcome back, this is Moxie Matt. Thanks for joining me for part 2 of the Shops and Drops level. When we left off, we had just added some shops and we were going to wait to the end of the month to see where we are at profit-wise. Alright, we just passed into a new month, and our previous month was just under 2,400 profit from shops. So we definitely have quite a bit, quite a longer ways to go. So look at adding more rides to this side of the park. I think we should have a research close to ready. Very close to ready. There we go. I had a feeling it was going to be the cube. Let's look at dropping some more rides over here. Use the closing bracket to make this path larger. And kind of head off into that area over there. It's the back side of the park. Use the open bracket key and the plus key and the Z key to connect that path. Alright, that's at 42 now, and Rocket Coast is at 45. And drop the cube. We're sitting at 40,000. I feel like we can splurge on some scenery. Drop that down and back, match the opening. And I'm holding control to replace one. And hold Z to split that path up nicely. There we go. Now our cube for the cube should have good rating. Alright, we open that one up. We do have a full scenery rating on that ride. Yeah, we definitely need to get a little heavier traffic coming this direction to utilize some of those shops. Traffic over here is still booming. So maybe for now, just actually... Oops, I don't want advanced move, I just want a regular. Move this one. We'll plug those up over here. So they'll get a lot more use over here for now. And I'm using Control and Shift together to get a raised path to start the bridge. And make that larger that way. I really don't know what happens to people when you accidentally delete a piece of path and they disappear. Hopefully they remain in the park. It doesn't look like our guest dropped any. Alright, let's head back over to the side where we're working and get some more rides built in. Check, see if we got any more research. I don't particularly want to build another track ride right by the only track ride. And don't think gonna have a whole lot of room to place it over here. They are saying that coaster is really good value. We'll just up that one. I didn't ever check our scenery on that, I don't think. It's really close to 100. I don't think there's any room for rides by that coaster anymore. Doesn't seem like anybody's heading over for the cube. I think I'll go for the hybrid coaster. I'll try to fit a smaller one in this back area and still leave ourselves room for more rides. Try to keep it fairly condensed on this hill. I'm gonna raise this one up a little bit and see what we can do with a raised station platform. Since it is raised so high, I'm not sure where I'm going with this. I'm gonna go ahead and connect up our entrance and exit. I'm gonna turn snap on for this just so I can control the stairs a little bit better. Alright, now we'll start building the coaster. That one's gonna also be fairly hard to get scenery rating up on. Perhaps something across the path would qualify for the scenery. I'm gonna go straight into the lift on this one. I typically like to have a small run area off the station before starting into the lift. But we need all the space we can get. This one to kind of just barely swing out over the wall. So everybody else in the park can see what's up on the other side. Not sure if we're going to be able to use any of the pre-made stuff for this one, just since the space is so tight. Alright, we'll just keep building ourselves and we'll see where it goes. Now when in doubt, I guess we'll go vertical. Does that one let me flip upside down? Right, it will. I'm trying to figure out a way to flip over and come back towards the hill. I guess I'm looking for something in that sort of shape. This up to 0. So when that month ended, we hit our silver objective. Curious to see. That was the new month. That was 4,500 in the last month. So we are getting there for sure. I'm gonna have to take this one for a ride and make sure that that loop-ish thing that I don't know what to call it really, but I'll make sure that is running sort of smooth at least. Let's hop on this one. Definitely like that first swing out. It wasn't super terrible. Wasn't super great either. Let's get off of this car. Let me off. I do not want to ride. Alright, there we go. Stuck on the car for a second. Yeah, so that area was fairly scary. It wasn't too nauseating though. Maybe we could just make it a little bit taller and people will be good with it. We'll make it taller than it should be, just so when I smooth it, whoa. When I smoothed that, it reversed the banking. Actually, don't super hate it. See if we keep smoothing what happens. Okay, I'm starting to like that. Alright, I'm good with that. That one's boo. That's not good. We'll just Control Z that one. Okay, we definitely can't try to manually adjust any of that. Not sure how it came to the way it is now, but I think it looks pretty sweet. So we're gonna keep on building. Just back that one up a little bit since we were coming over that hill really fast. Let's hit 90 degrees and ride that wall down a little bit. If any of you guys are skateboarders out there, this raw ride is for you. I'm sure we'll be coming in there really fast. A little bit too close to the path. I'm going to back it up and off of this wall ride-esque thing, we can just dunk it straight into the ground. It'd be a crazy thing to walk by. I really wanted to come up and then go into like a downward half loop. It doesn't seem to really want to let me do that. I feel like the hybrid coasters, the pieces don't quite turn the same as some of the full steel coasters. think that one will be pretty good. Okay, so now to tunnel. So since we went underground, we need to obviously make the tunnel. So we can just check the auto tunnel, and then we can come in here and in the selection that we want, just click smooth banking. Looks like that tunnel's too big. Try a smaller one. Here we go, and it just knocks out the tunnel there. So this way, when you build, you won't have a ton of tunnels everywhere if you end up deleting the track. So we can just do one smooth all. That one's not going to let us do it. I'm going to have to manually make a tunnel. That's not going to be fun. Let's try to see if this section can tunnel for us. That one didn't so much tunnel as it did just take away. But that is okay by me for now. We'll try doing this one little sections at a time. So I think maybe that's the problem section. It's the one by the wall there. Perhaps more of it is a problem section than I thought. I'll actually bring that bit back and we'll do some terrain editing. Just gonna go ahead and pull up the terrain in that area. We're getting ready to tunnel so that way we can actually get a tunnel. I'm gonna bring it up to kind of match that bank there. That kind of bases that one a little bit more as well. Make that size a little smaller, so kind of bring that still. Let that go a little bit too. Alright, now let's check tunneling that section, see how it comes out. Here we go, now we actually got the tunnel. That's kind of what I was going for. And now to try to take out the tunnel for this big section here. Use, well, 2, 4. So maybe that's why it wasn't doing it, because we're really close to the path there. We're actually going to need to erase the path so we can tunnel and then we'll add the path back in. Back one more. Alright, let's get this one tunneling. I'm going to toggle my view of T on this. And I'm also going to tap the L key to get our light on so we can see where we're going. On the first pass, I'm really just trying to get from one side to the other. Go back in later and make it a little larger. So now I'm going to up the size and turn the intensity down. That'll just kind of let you spread the walls of the tunnel out. Alright, tunnel looks pretty crazy now. Go ahead and open this one and reconnect our path. think that was a pretty successful build. We were able to keep a very tight footprint and get a pretty good coaster. And at the same time, we're currently sitting at close to 84,000. We have plenty to work with, and we're approaching 4,500 for our monthly shop and facility profit. So I think we just got to keep trucking. Maybe we're going to have over 2,000 guests or so before we hit the shop requirement. Finally starting to get some heavier traffic over here, so possibly we can add in some shops again. Looks like we need a couple more janitors. Gonna reveal the research we had. And grab some more janitors. Hopefully the janitors don't count against our monthly profit for shops. And I'm going to take some of those free roaming ones and just assign them, so we only have one free roamer at a time. I'm also going to go ahead and add in some first aid stations. Alright, and that last month we got really close. We're only about $800 away. So I think we'll just keep on building shops until we get to it. I think I might place a few more ATMs sort of sporadically around the park just to make sure people aren't running out of money. Alright, we finally got up to 6,000 profit on the shops, and that completes all the challenges in shops and drops. Over that last course of speed through, I was really just adding random scenery everywhere and a few shops, and then I went back through and upcharged on the shop items even more, and seemed like that finally got the job done. Alright, it's time for some final thoughts and a quick kind of recap of this level. Towards the end, we had 2,000 guests in the park. We hit our last goal, and we also had 18 shops out there. Ended up training most of the staff up fairly high. I just trained the vendors and occasionally some of the other staff if they weren't happy. And I think another key thing was raising the price at the shops. I don't think we would have quite hit the 6,000 without having maybe a lot of other shops. But I would be worried that having more shops would mean your expenses go up as well, and you just might not get there. So be sure to raise the prices at the shops. It still seems like people are very willing to pay the raised prices. I think about all the items I've raised $2 to $4 at this point at the end. I think expanding in both directions kind of equally was a good decision, and that way we were able to get shops spread out over the park and allowed all the guests to access them at any time. I also think just not focusing on the shops at first was probably a good choice, and just kind of start building out the level like you would any other level, and play some of the rides you like and build some coasters and just bring the attraction rating up so you can get guests in here. And then towards the end, with the extra cash, you can throw in some scenery, add in the shops. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see some more content. Please leave me a comment with any suggestions, any kind of content that you might want to see me do in the future. I'm going to continue off this series, moving into the hard levels next, and I hope that you guys will join me there.
Você chuva.